guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Hey K-Rocks, we got your gift today. Thank you so much. Okay, so before I even get into anything that I want to discuss tonight, I was in the middle of watching a video when I first came on that I kind of want to finish watching. Because let me just say this. I am not one for conspiracies. I think half the people that follow the Idaho case are out of their fucking minds. So, but something about this, I was like, I never heard of this guy before. Hey, Kendra, I was like, I never heard of this guy before. Don't know who he is. Let me go ahead and, watch his video. It happened to come up. So I'm going to watch it with you guys as well and tell me what you think. If this came from him, like I really have not been on YouTube at all, not for the Idaho case, not for anything. I've been in this pretty bad funk, which I'm going to get into. But first, I want to just watch this. And for anyone, I don't know if this came from Betty, JLR. I don't know where it came from, but it's pretty interesting. And then I'm going to get into the whole Ryan thing. No, it's a doctor something. Hold on. Dr. Thrifty. Did you ever hear of him? I didn't. But it's a pretty interesting, it's only a 10-minute video, but it's really pretty fucking interesting. Like, I'm like, wow. So I got to 5 minutes, but I'll rewatch it again with you guys because I'm just kind of blown away by it. I've never seen this before and I haven't heard anything. So if this is like old news, let me know. It looks like you just put it out like an hour ago. But let me know if this is old news, new news. Hey, Amanda. If it's something I should have known, but it's pretty interesting. Before I get into it, my day was all right. It's getting better. But Bad Wolf, don't even ask what happened last night. I have no clue. I don't even know who the fuck that guy is, nor do I care what his opinion is. He doesn't know jack shit about me, but whatever. And as far as the other one goes, how come every time the DC fights Bad Wolf, they bring up me? Why am I involved in all their fights? I have not fucked with anybody in the DC in months. That's like when she said that. When she said that, the stuff you've done the last couple of months. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I haven't done shit in months. Like, literally haven't even said boo. So I was like, whatever. So yeah, I have no idea what happened. I don't care, but I just don't know why they got to bring me up every time they fight. It's crazy. So Natalie, you agree with me. A lot of the people in this case are fucking crazy. So that's why I normally don't watch stuff like this, but this caught my eye and it's pretty interesting. Like I think it's interesting. So before I'm like all amazed, let's go ahead and watch it together. Hey, Jenny, I'm going to explain everything as soon as it's done. But like I said, I was in the middle of watching this when I realized it was time to go live. So we're going to watch it together, talk about it for a few minutes. Then I'm going to get into the reason I went live. She doxed a kid. Starlight was mad saying it was 2 years ago and it's old. But even like my whatchamacallit, my student loans, why are they holding on to it? I don't even hold on to it. I know what I owe. Why do they have it and why do they care? That's what I don't get. Like, why you even holding on to my shit? Like, why is my stuff YouTube fodder? I don't get it. I just don't. Exactly, Bad Wolf. Exactly. No, THRAFTY. I'm going to drop the link after I play it. Let me get StreamYards. So again, if this is like old news, let me know because it's brand new to me.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Just gonna jump right into it, guys. Everything you see in this video is all speculation, going off a gut feeling, just a hunch, all allegedly. Let's jump right into it. As you guys know, I've been looking into the white truck, pretty heavy. The one that was seen pull it into a parking space, um, passing the girls. And
So when he first said this, hey, Cotton Candy, when he first showed this, I was like, who fucking cares? A car went in a parking lot. Big deal. Like, and
hoodie guy that's right here in the middle of the picture. And this one up here that you see that I'm going to pull down was parked over at Moscow Transmission. And it was parked at Moscow Transmission again just a couple days ago. And also I saw it in Bullhorn Betty's video just yesterday. So both these trucks you guys have.
so when I got this far, I'm like, okay, this guy's a fucking loony bin. Like, this is crazy. This is nuts.
Been keeping an eye on. And I've spotted it again today. Let's take a look right here. I have it in slow motion. I want you guys to pay close attention up in the top screen.
Revealing that.
Thank you, Cotton Candy. I'll play Super Chat song when this is over.
The home on 1122 King Road will soon be clean.
All right, let's take that back, you guys. Do it again.
Revealing that the home on 1122 King Road will soon be.
So that white truck, we were all looking for the white car, but that white truck pulled next to them when they were walking from the bar to the grub truck. And then after the murder, they drove behind the house. Hey, Jamie, they drove behind the house. That's a little sus. It really is a bit sus. Hey, Monica.
Clean.
So I have it set up right here, you guys. I have it froze in the spot where the truck's passing by. You can see the two cab, the windows, one in the back on the crew cab, it looks like, and then one on the window up front. That's what you just seen passing by.
See, I thought the same thing, Janelle. Hey, Trudy, but it is the same truck. The windows in the back are not normal, and both those trucks had an odd shaped square. So everyone's looking for this white Hyundai. I think they need to be on this truck.
Let's look at it right here. I just want you to pay real close attention. See that window in the crew cab? See that window, the crew cab up there?
It passed when the news crews were out there, Mickey, but it also pulled into a spot when the girls and hoodie guy were walking from the corner bar to the grub truck. That truck is on the video. Someone noticed it, but it was a truck that's on the video parking as they were walking from the corner bar to the grub truck. That's what makes this whole thing like, whoa.
Oh, this truck, which still don't understand why passing in behind the student's home so many times. Looks just like this truck.
Revealing that the home on 1122 King Road will soon be.
So yeah, guys, I'm not willing to let this go. From what I can tell, we'll bring the other one into the photo. This one that was seen pulling into a parking space. When Hoodie Guy and Adam, or Hoodie Guy and
Now, in case you're missing something, let me explain this. When they were walking from the corner bar to the grub truck, this was at what, 12 o'clock at night? 12:30? Browns, I'm going to get to that after I said. Go back to the beginning, you'll hear what I said. The grub truck, when they were walking from the corner bar to the grub truck, this person pulled into a spot in the muffler place. Muffler places aren't open at 12 o'clock at night.
Kaylee and Maddie were walking. I got my eye on this truck, you guys, and I'm not willing to let it go. I'm going to bring them both into the picture now, and I want to show you something. Let's take a look at this. I've been getting some comments and people that believe that these two trucks don't look a lot alike and don't look like they're the same. What I want you to look at here, I just want you to focus on two things real quick. You see the U, or what looks like a rounded rear quarter panel of this truck, and this one on the left that parks across at Moscow Transmission. You see how this rear quarter panel is rounded and the license plate sticks up in the...
Again, why would you park at a transmission place at 12 o'clock at night? You wouldn't. It doesn't make sense. That's what kind of went off on me. Now, from this point on, this is when I went live, so I have not seen the rest of this. It's another 5 minutes. I haven't seen it.
middle a little bit. You see that rounded rear quarter panel, you guys? You see where it comes to like a rounded point? You see how rounded it is? Now you try to explain to me, because I've looked mostly all day. There's only one make and model that rounds it out like that at the back. And it's not a Ford. But you tell me, these two trucks, they have a matching rear right quarter panel, rounded off like that. Look where the license plates are staged at, more in the middle. And look at that line in between the license plate and that rounded rear quarter panel. His truck, they say it's not uncommon that the killer or killers will make a trip back to the scene of the crime. This is the third time now that I've seen a truck.
That the home on 1122 King Road will soon be.
Here's my hunch, you guys. This white truck that pulled in, where hoodie guy and the two girls were walking from the club. Why is it pulling into a parking spot at 1:30 in the morning? I'm not going to let this go. If somebody could tell me who owns these trucks in Moscow, they have the same right rear quarter panel that's rounded off like that. And then these two trucks. That's another time the truck passes. Clues, you guys. Clues. Here's all three of them going in the same direction. Try to get them all going in the same direction. These two trucks look a lot alike to me, except for this right rear. Doesn't look rounded. But this one does. Got more to come, you guys. I'm putting this together. I've spotted it again. Is it somebody that lives back up on Walenta? Is it a local? Is this a person passing back by because they made a mistake? They're trying to pick something back up.
I reveal
Trying to cover their tracks still.
the home on
That truck looks like it has a rounded rear end to me, you guys, when it passes by. That looks like the same truck to me.
will soon be
That looks, I'm telling you, I'm not just gonna throw this out there. That looks like to me the truck on the top that has that crew cab. That's what that truck looks like. More to come. I'm not gonna let this go. Be showing you guys some more of what I found. I spotted it one other time, but I can't freeze it in the right spot because it just moves by too quick. But I'm gonna try. So more to come. I'll keep you posted. Justice for these families. I pray this person is caught very soon. These killers are killer. Thank you much. Talk soon.
And yeah. So that was Dr. Thrifty. Like I said, I don't know if he is the one that came up with this. I don't know if he's the one who found this, but this is pretty wild. Yeah, you can zoom in on it. So here's his link if you want to check it out yourself. But it's just when I was going live, it was recommended to me, and I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting, because I could say it's a neighbor for, when he was driving by the house, like that could just be curiosity. But why are you pulling into a muffler place at 1:30 in the morning and then driving behind the house? Something about that doesn't sit right. So I agree with this guy. I totally agree with him that something isn't right. I just don't know what. Could it be nothing? Yeah, it could be nothing. I think it's not a big deal to have a vehicle parked in a park. Yeah, but it is when they pull in. Because remember, Spring, they didn't just drive by. They weren't there before. It was almost like they were watching them. They pulled into a spot and watched them. Now, we don't know when they pulled out. They could have pulled out when they left. They could have done anything, but right now, it is sus. Could that change in the future? Could I get more information and my feelings would change? Absolutely. But as of right now, yeah, that's a bit sus. If everything is the way that this guy said it was, I think it is sus. I was watching another live the other day and a caller was freaking out about this truck, but couldn't find it on video during a call. Yeah, this guy has it. This Dr. Thrifty. I hadn't heard it before, but I haven't followed this case that like in detail like some of these other people have. So I didn't know if it was something that was I missed or what. So okay, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. And like I said, I only brought it up because I was in the middle of watching it when I went live. So let's switch gears now. But again, let me drop the link again. That was Dr. Thrifty, spelled out DoctorThrifty. So I have been in a bit of a funk the last week or two, and a lot of people were asking me like, "What's up?" And honestly, I couldn't really put my finger on it. Hold on one second, Dean. What are you doing? Out. And I couldn't really put my finger on it. And I really didn't know what was going on. And it was like a combination of a lot of things. But one of the main things was that for all you guys that are on the same drugs I am, Adderall has been in a shortage and it's been impossible to get. So you have to change medication or you have to switch doses to whatever the pharmacy has. And for the last couple of months, it's been an absolute nightmare. But this last month has been complete nightmare. Like you can't even get it. Add that to everything going on in the holidays with
I was just getting water.
well,
I was just getting water. I just woke up.
add that to the holidays with everything going on. Exactly, Texas. So I've been like freaking out. But this last, and they say that they expect it to go, not around here, Mickey. They said they expect it to go to January. Finally, today, I was able to get, I told my doctor to give me dexedrine, which is the main ingredient in Adderall, but without the other amphetamine salts or whatever. I mean, I would take a Viennese, does nothing. Nobody's been able to do it. So I tried these dexedrine. They seem to be pretty good, actually. I'm in Alabama. They seem to be pretty good. We'll see what happens tomorrow, when I'm on a full day. But so far, so good. They may actually help. So I think that's the main reason I've been in a funk is because of that. But also, does he, Mickey? It seems to work. Now, let me also say that for those of you that have kids that are older, you will totally understand this. My kids are going to be 18 in 2 weeks. 2 of them are leaving for college. I never understood why parents got all weird when the kids left for college. Like, it should be really exciting. Yeah, not so much. And I look at all the pictures of when they were little and all these pictures of when they were babies. And I was like, oh my God, they're all grown up. They're really grown up. I think you went a blue concerta did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. And I am going to miss them. And I started I don't know what you call it, but I started thinking so much over and over and over about them growing up and them being big and them going to college. And this is not where I expected my life to be. Jerry, I've thought of that too. This is not where I expected my life to be at 50, almost 52 years old. And then I started really getting upset because I'm like, my kids are going to be at college. This is supposed to be like the best time of my life. It's not at all. I'm fucking miserable. And not miserable, like suicidal miserable. Just, yeah, like a midlife crisis kind of miserable. And I'm like, I just want, I feel like I'm still 35. 52, my parents were traveling. They were seeing, granted, I've done my share of traveling, but they were seeing stuff. They were buying me cars. I don't know. It's just different. And I'm like sitting there like, my life sucks. What the fuck am I doing with my life? So all this shit is weighing on me. I have candle orders I need to get out. And I'm just in this funk. All right. So I'm standing in Lowe's. I decided to finish my bathroom. And I know I have you guys and, my kids, but I have Fluffer, but I just couldn't get out of this funk. I couldn't get out of, even YouTube. YouTube, shitty, my channel's going down. I mean, not a lot, but even a little. I haven't done anything. I've got out of drama. Now my channel's going down. And all these things just keep coming at me. And I'm like, what do I want to do? Fluffer! I'm like, what do I want to do? So I kept thinking, Fluffer, stop! Hey! Yo! He's barking at Buka. He doesn't want Buka laying in bed. Exactly, J-Dub. So, plus I have assholes like freaking Tropical Skank and a couple of others who have to talk about me every fucking time they go live. And it just, after years of this, it just weighs on you. Hey! Oh my God, he's not going to shut up till Winston gets off the bed. I mean, until Buka gets off the bed. Now Buka gets off the bed, he's going to come over to me. Now he wants a hug. This is like so every day. I know. You just want to go to sleep and he bugged you. I know. He's mean. He's mean. I know. You want a bone? You want a treat? Do you want a treat? What was that? That was a dog burp. Hold on. Let me get him a bone. Hold on. Exactly, Joy. Move. There you go. It's your Christmas bone. All right. And I expected my life to be way different than it is. And I've gained a couple of pounds. I mean, not much, but I've gained a couple of pounds because I'm miserable. And what do you do when you're miserable? You fucking eat. But I've ignored all the people talking about me. I have ignored all the drama. I have ignored all the people who run their mouth. Thank you, Winter Blue. Who run their mouth. And it doesn't even matter. They still don't shut the fuck up. So all of these things have been weighing on me. And then I'm standing in the line at Lowe's and I see Upchurch posted a video. Okay. And I listened to it. And what I kept smiling, and this is what I kept thinking about. People have come to me throughout many lives. People have come to me and said, like, you have no idea what you said today changed my whole attitude. And what you said today made my whole day and made me see things in a different light. When I was going through my custody fight, when I was doing the custody videos, explaining my custody fight, people would come to me, email me, oh my God, I can totally relate. I went through it. I thought I was the only one. And all these things. And you just never know how something you say can affect somebody that you never even had it intended for. And that's what Ryan's video did for me tonight. Ryan's video made me realize, one, why I'm still on YouTube. Made me realize why I ignore all the people that I ignore. Why I'm so much better than them and I don't need to say it. And it was all because of Ryan's video. I'm going to play the video, and I hope that even if one of you gets something from this video, then it was worth it. Because I promise you, it changed my entire attitude. Like, it's like a 10 or 12 minute video. And it totally wiped out the last 2.5 weeks that I've been in this funk. So, Ryan, I want to thank you for that. You definitely did not have me in mind when you made the video, and yet it definitely touched me and meant the world to me. And it made me realize why I do what I do every day. And it made me realize why I keep going and why I have kept going. So give me one more second and I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to play it. And then we can talk about it. All right. All right, hold on. That was my fault. All right. See, winter blue, that's what I'm talking about. You just never know. You absolutely never know when you're going to change the course of somebody's life, ever. I just have to say this because I was hysterical laughing. I don't know if you guys remember, those that are new don't know this. When I was young in high school, my mom thought that if she brought me to all these like top-notch places to buy clothes and bought me the top clothes everywhere, then I wouldn't hang out with losers. So I thought it was really funny that he used that as an example because I still hung out with losers. I still hung out with drug addicts. I still hung out with, kids that failed in class or dropped out of school. I was just the best dressed one, but I was still a loser, still hung out with them. But my mom had that mentality. If you dress in, top notch clothes, and I mean like, top notch, that the losers wouldn't want to hang out with me if I was dressed so well. She's crazy. She think maybe changing her mind. The keyboard warriors, you do. I know, winner.
On the clothes that is dressed.
I am going to repeat that because I thought that was awesome and so true. But what I will say too, when I was a broker, the losers like say that I was never a broker, but I was. When I was a broker, now I worked in Long Island, which I also worked on Wall Street, but the NASDAQ shit firms were on Long Island, the scam places. And these people were $1 million producers. We never left our office. Like, I don't even know why we had to dress up. At the time, I was 26. And I was like, why do I need to be decked out to sit in an office looking at you guys all day? And they said, if you dress like $1 million producer, you will eventually be $1 million producer. And that's where I learned that mentality. That's where I learned that entire, like, my sales attitude, my sales incentive, everything was from them. And when Ryan said that, I was like, that is so true. And it's also why I ignore all the assholes.
A winner acknowledged a loser, and now the winner is in their head. You're a winner. You don't associate with loser. Most of the time, the loser is going to shout.
What he's saying is about being a parent, that if you raise your kids to be successful and you raise your kids to be better than you could ever be, that is what, if you're a loser and you're always putting other people down and you're always being an asshole about, to other people, you're probably like that with your kids. So if you're an actual loser, then your kids are going to be losers. That's what he's saying. And that was to Creeksquad GSXR, who didn't understand. Jennifer, I did. I thought it was pretty funny.
Creeksquad.
Okay, so now, mind you, let me just say, I know that everything he is saying, I grew up with a wonderful parents, a wonderful father who would embed this shit in my head, just like I embed it in the kids' heads. But many people don't have that. And sometimes, even when you know it, you still need to hear it at the right time. And I feel like my dad told Ryan, do this message tonight. And my dad wanted me to hear it at this exact time. Because if I would have heard this 3 weeks ago, I would have been like, yeah, I totally agree with him. And I know all this. Like, it's not something, I need to know. But the fact that he came out with this tonight, and I'm not, I don't exactly look at Ryan like a life coach, but the fact that he said these words tonight just hit me like with a ton of bricks. And it really put a lot of my life in perspective. And the reason why I've ignored all the assholes and everything else, simply because they're not worth it. And I've said that a million times. It would be easier if you call in Winter Blue. Let me post the link. All right, I just pinned the link. So again, before we go back to Idaho, I do want to say again, Ryan, thank you. Your message came at the right moment, on the right day, in the right funk. And you made me realize why I'm here. You made me realize why I have been ignoring all the losers from the DC. And I want to thank you for that. So that's what I had to say about Ryan. It was a fantastic message. Even, let me just say this, and I'm not trying to insult anyone or hurt anyone, but I don't think I have too many guy Creeksquads here. But from what I've seen and people that call in, the majority of Creeksquad are kids from single moms, kids that have not a lot of money, not a bright future. A lot of them sleep on the couch because there's not enough bedrooms. Their single moms work 3 jobs. This is what I keep seeing over and over and over in people that call in. And they need someone like Ryan. They need a role model, and not a role model who's unattainable, a role model that smokes pot with them, a role model that'll kick back and drink. And that's what Ryan is. So whether you like Ryan, not like Ryan, you can't not respect him. Even if you don't like his music, if you really take inventory of what he's done and what he's trying to do for his followers, you can't not but respect him. And I mean that honestly. Dysfunctional families, thank you. I couldn't think of the right word. But what it is, you can't ignore it. At least I couldn't. Dreams, numbers, and videos. That is true. Oh, I agree, Janice. But that's what I'm saying. Like 3 weeks ago, I would tell you, I say all this stuff to my kids. It doesn't, like, I grew up like that, though. I grew up where my friends are like, oh, we got to listen to this. I'm like, dude, my dad just told me that like 2 weeks ago. My dad's the one that taught me all that. My dad's the one, but I didn't, growing up, I didn't know that it wasn't like that for many families. I thought everybody had a dad like I did. I had no idea that not all dads hugged their kids, or not all dads, taught their kids things, or, held their little, I just didn't know. I thought every dad did that. I didn't know that most dads weren't like mine. I had no idea, but I learned. Oh, I agree with that, Sissy. But like I said, it was just he said it at the right time that I needed to hear it. Hey, Winter Blue,
Hi.
what's up? You there? Uh-oh, where'd you go? You have no sound. There you go.
See.
There you are. Now I hear you.
Okay. I was trying to pull up.
Now we lost you again. You know what I think it is? I think she's looking for something on her phone and it's muting her out, I think.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
I'm back, but I have to go back to that to show you what the post is.
Right.
Should I just send it to you in email and you can look at it? It's a Reddit post. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you can post the link in private chat? Do you see private?
Hold on. Okay, chat.
You'll see where it says private chat.
I just went to chat, but it says chat with everyone in the studio. Oh,
Now she booted herself. Whoops. Whoops. I think she just accidentally booted herself. Said it in the right language too, I agree. All right. So while I'm waiting for her to come back, let me see. She said it was a Reddit post. This is the first time I saw one of the videos 2 years ago. He's real and very humble. So thank you, Grace. No, it really did. It hit me at when I needed it. All right. I'm looking on Reddit post. I'm not seeing anything from today or yesterday. Winnie Green, where'd you go? Does anyone know the Reddit post she's talking about? Let me check my email. Oh, there you go. All right. I didn't want to edge you up when your camera was on.
it's off, right?
Yeah, it's off now.
Okay. I just sent it to you on your email.
Which email?
I sent you. Hopefully I won't lose you again.
All right, I got it. I found it.
You can see me?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. That was on the Facebook, like the Facebook group that has like 200,000 subscribers, whatever. Many YouTubers today actually talked about it because it's probably the most realistic version of what could have happened. And I didn't see, I was traveling back from North Carolina today, so I didn't know if you had seen it, but I wanted to share it with you so you could share it with all of your members and everything. I think it's worth sharing, and this is going to gain traction in the next couple days.
All right, let me share it.
Okay.
And then I'll read it.
Okay.
All right. So this just in. All right. Be an integral part of the puzzle after all. This also confirms that what I read posted by a local Ari Adam. Everyone was saying Adam was the bartender. This local said he was the bouncer, which we kind of knew from the picture. When another poster asked what M meant by I told Adam everything, the local replied that she told Adam everything about the creeper, and Adam and the bartender kicked him out. That's it. No deep, dark secrets. Now that I see from this picture that Adam is indeed the bouncer, I believe what this person said to be true.
And the reason that picture that they sent from the surveillance video from the club, that dark-haired person sitting in the corner is sitting on a stool. And that's why they're saying he was not the bartender, he was the bouncer. I worked in nightclubs. Definitely sitting on a stool is a bartender. I'm sorry, not a bartender, but a bouncer.
No, I agree with that, but he could also be both depending on the night. Like, I know bartenders that are bartenders one night and bouncers the next.
Absolutely. But keep reading. It's like 4 screens and it gets better.
Okay. Spring Tea can't be that old. It was just posted yesterday. Now before you downvote me to tell, because you already read the title, take a second to read this. The comment on Reddit from a supposed local apparently adds some desperately needed context to the conversation between Kaylee, Maddie, and HG that is heard on CCTV footage of them walking to the food truck about a conversation between Maddie and Adam. It makes total sense and is the most logical explanation for what they're talking about. See, I disagree. And the reason I disagree is because the way they were talking was not about throwing somebody out the bar. The way she said it, the way Kaylee said it, and the way Maddie said it was absolutely not about throwing somebody out the bar.
Okay.
So I don't agree. I don't believe that local, and I also don't believe anything written on Facebook. And the CCTV image.
And listen, I'm very leery of Facebook, Reddit, 4chan, all those things. But if you keep reading, I was ready to, X out of this, but I kept reading and it.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
keep reading.
Okay.
In the CCTV image, AL appears to be the bouncer at CC, while MKHG, unknown younger male, and unknown older male are all seen. Apparently, a man was being very creepy to the girls. M tells AL about him, and AL kicks him out. It is very logical that this man being spurned by the girls, then kicked out because of them, could have sent this dude into a blind rage. I wonder if he drives a white truck. He leaves, but doesn't go too far as to keep an eye on the bar from when the girls leave. Knowing how creepy the guy was, HD probably knows the girls shouldn't walk alone in case the guy is still lurking around, which he is, either in his car or standing off in the distance unseen. The man follows them to the food truck, which would explain the white truck.
Right.
On foot or more likely in his car as to not be noticed by the three. He waits in his car across the street while the girls get their food, knowing it was busy and Ubers were probably waiting in the same area, so nothing seems suspicious. The girls jump into the car, that is their ride home, and the man follows from a distance. He parks in a spot that has full view of the house to monitor when the lights go off, but far enough away that, again, he won't be noticed, likely up the hill behind the house. Lights go out. He walks down to the house and enters through the sliding door. He does this thing on the 3rd floor, explains why they think this was targeted, and one of the girls has significantly worse injuries than the others. We don't know if that's true. I know the father said it, but the coroner disagreed. But is confronted by ENX on the way down the stairs trying to exit. He probably thinks he took care of all the occupants in the house, which is what I said too. 4 people, 4 cars out front, and has no clue the roommates are downstairs. I totally agree with that too. Thinking he was taking care of everyone and there is no more threat of getting caught or seen. He washes off in the sink, cleans up a bit, and exits the same place he entered, back out the sliding door. He then gets back in his car, comes down Linda Lane, and is recorded on Linda Lane ring cam turning into Taylor in his white Elantra. See, that's if he drives the white Elantra. I don't think he did. I think this person might drive the white truck. Police see footage and match it up with the same car that they seen lurking by the food truck, by another business CCTV footage, as well as possibly by other bystanders that mentioned they saw the car near the food truck when brought in for questioning, and then also leaving shortly after the girls do in the same direction as their rideshare. The girls' car is seen again on multiple CCTV cams throughout the duration of the ride home, followed shortly by the Elantra, also caught on camera, thus creating the pattern Ellie described as why they are confident that this particular car is the missing piece. This explains why the two roommates were not killed, what Emmett told A, why they are confident the white Elantra is involved, why they cleared JD and JS so quickly, and why they think it was targeted either one person or the house. House referring to both K and M being targets. I believe this could be why the CC owner is only speaking with Ellie and that Ellie released this particular CCTV image photographed at this particular time because it is possible that they believe the older man seen that K and M have their backs turned to while he's talking to AL and HG. Possible the moment he's being asked to leave is their suspect. So they
I don't think that the older guy that everybody keeps saying is the chief of police, I don't think that seems to be the bar owner. I think Ellie didn't release this footage. Of course they wouldn't. I mean, we know that.
Yeah.
Somebody that worked in that bar released it. Possibly talking to Ellie because they have no leads. They have nothing. So maybe they said, do it because it doesn't fall back on us, on law enforcement. You post it, it's anonymous, whatever. We're all looking at it. Everybody thinks that's Jack Decor, her ex-boyfriend, talking to Maddie and Kaylee. It looks like Adam is the bouncer. I think that this and everybody that posted on this, I don't know if you're a part of that Facebook group.
No, I don't.
But
I'm in it. I can't deal with the Facebook posts.
No, I know, but I will say this. I mean, and it's too much. It's like 200,000 subscribers. It's too much. But when this post came out, it's the most. Everybody kept saying, oh my gosh, we're here every day. We're listening to this. Like, we're tired of this shit, essentially. Like, this makes the most sense. And we don't know who it was. And even the private share, that taxi driver that took them home and said nobody was following us,
Yeah.
he wouldn't know.
I
He wasn't looking in his rear view mirror for somebody following him. So I just wanted to share it with you because I do think that this is going to become something. But I will say this. When you were talking about, everybody says this person came through the sliding glass doors. The sliding glass doors went into the kitchen.
True.
So, right. So, if it was, in fact, based on this theory, they would have gone upstairs, Maddie and Kaylee, come downstairs. After doing that, they say that whether it was the first, I don't know how to say this without being really rude, but like the first person, let's say it was Maddie, whatever, they're both in the same bed. Do that, quick, silent, and then the other person wakes up and they do the gotta silence. Their bedroom was right above Xana and Ethan. And that right below Xana and Ethan was where those blood droplets fell. whoever came into this house went into the sliding glass doors, went into the kitchen. They did what they did. And whether it was known to those people, they washed off or went into that house with some kind of protective gear, whatever. It's so obvious, and we're all looking for all these other, like, an outlier or a serial killer or the surviving roommates. No, I think this person absolutely followed them from that club, is an outlier. And this is the thing. One last thing, and I promise I'll let you go, but this is what I want to ask you. Everybody keeps talking about the Elantra, okay? Obviously, law enforcement has like a circumference of where they're searching for this car, right? What I feel, I don't know if they've done this, but I feel like they need to look into
The white
and
truck.
I don't even know where you find this, but let's just say the circumference of what Ellie is looking into. Yes, could this been an outlier and park the car in a garage and we'll never see it again? Of course. But if it was in that area, maybe look into people that may have bought how to repaint a car.
Well, they would have that already.
How would they have that already?
'Cause, I mean,
Do you think that they actually looked into that?
I don't know. I think they're surprised that someone with a white Elantra wouldn't have come forward already. Like if someone said, "Oh, we want the owner of a 2008 to a 2010 Volkswagen EOS convertible to come forward." And I was like, "Hey, wait, that's my car." I'd go forward. I'd go in there and be like, "Hey, that's my car." Like, no, I was driving from point A to point B. So why this person who was driving it is not come forward, I don't know.
Right. And that's suspicious. I mean, it really is. I mean, to the nth degree. Why wouldn't they come forward? They don't want to be a suspect in this crime.
I agree.
So they either park that car in a garage and are a suspect, or they don't want to be considered a suspect. But I think that's what I was saying. I think that they need to look into, in that area, let's just say a 50-mile circumference. I think they need to look into auto body shops, whatever, who purchased something that could change the color of that car. They're not going to go into an auto body shop and paint their car. Look at the purchases, because whoever, I don't even know why that Elantra is. None of us know. Like, we don't know what the purpose of that is. But my point is,
it was caught on one of the, it was
yes,
caught driving down the road on one of the neighbors' cams after the murder. That's why it's
of course. But like, how random is that? Like,
I agree.
it could be somebody being drunk and driving home quick, like, don't want to be caught by the police. I mean,
why haven't they come forward? That because
exactly.
they're in front of this huge not office building. They're in front of two huge apartment buildings. Someone probably has a white Elantra, but why hasn't anyone come forward? That's what's weird.
And it's the same thing that goes back to the oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. Truckee. Oh my gosh. I'm an idiot. Truckee. Oh my gosh. What
Kylie?
was it? Thank you. Um, Same thing. Where was this car? They were looking for it, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's in a garage," and the whole thing.
Yeah.
I true. This was just like the most realistic situation that made sense. And that car is either in a garage that nobody can see, or somebody, hot wired the car, whatever.
Or they sold it.
100%.
Um,
It's so nuts, but the but this is what stuck out to me is that everybody keeps talking about that video of her saying, "Maddie, what did you say to Adam?" And she's like really forceful about it.
see, but
But
hold on. That
okay,
right there is why I don't believe what the quote unquote local is saying. And what I mean
okay.
by that is if Kaylee would have known that they had that guy out. Kaylee would have known if that guy was thrown out. And she would have known before they left the bar. I just don't see her saying something like that because they had somebody kicked out of the bar. Granted, it could have been, but their tones did not sound like, in my opinion, that it was having somebody kicked out of the bar. And the more I think about it, I keep thinking that it wouldn't have been said like that. Like, what did you say to Adam? Oh, I told Adam everything. That to me does not sound like getting somebody kicked out of the bar.
I agree, but I saw something today and I don't have it up, so I apologize. But I saw something this morning that was the creeper is there, they're doing that, whatever. Adam kicks them out. And them feeling bad because he was in the bar and that was happening and maybe they felt uncomfortable, whatever. And then Adam kicks them out. And then this is the thing. When we fast forward to after the corner bar, 6 minutes later, when they're turning the corner to go to the grub truck, you hear hoodie guy say, "They're going to come after you," or something like that.
Yeah, but we don't know that's what he said. Someone ran with that. Somebody there. I personally do not think you can even possibly understand what hoodie guy said. Granted, I have shit.
I agree.
But yeah, I don't believe that he actually said that. I don't believe that anybody's audio is clear enough that to even hear that. And if somebody has audio that's crystal clear that you can actually hear that, I'm more than willing to listen and take that back. But
Yes.
I have yet to hear audio that's clear enough that could even make that out.
I agree. This post made a lot of sense, but you're right. It is a little weird though because everybody keeps talking about what hoodie guy said in the very first seconds of that clip, and you can't tell. Nobody can slow that down and even tell. You can't tell. But the way that Kaylee said that to Maddie, they're saying it was like, "What did you say to Adam?" Like Kaylee felt bad that somebody got kicked out of the bar. That's, I think, what they're saying. But you know,
Possible.
yeah, but you know what? Ultimately, we don't know. And look at today. We just found out about the Moab murders and all of the details about that. We all want to help, but
I
it's
thought we
just
knew
so
the
hard. It's
details of
just
the
so
Moab.
hard to be patient and like wait for the truth.
I thought we knew the details of the Moab murder.
Did you see the press conference today?
No, I didn't.
They gave a lot. Did you know that guy killed himself?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew the guy killed himself. I knew the guy targeted them. They've
He
closed,
didn't though.
they've closed the case because they 100% believe he's the one that did it, that committed suicide, and then committed
He
suicide.
did. He absolutely did it, but he did not target them. And that's the point. If you go back and watch it, it was streamed like, I don't know, 5 hours ago. The detective on the case, or whatever she did like bullet points, played everything out. He did not target them. You know what his reasoning was?
Why?
I happened to be in the same place that the two girls were and recognized her and remembered that she was bossy and bitchy to him. And that's why he decided to kill her. But
But how did
he
they
had
know
put,
that if he's dead?
because he had put all these notes on his phone about how he had wanted to kill people and SA people. So it was actually random. He did recognize one of the girls from working at McDonald's, and he was already wanting to unalive himself prior to that. So that's yeah, it all came out today, literally like 5 hours ago. But my point is, that is the thing.
That's interesting.
We don't know. Obviously, they hold everything. Like, we know probably 10% of what cops know. And Ellie and whatever. And we all want to help and we want to get there. But it will come out. And I do think they're close, because many YouTubers today said they're talking in what's it called? Not defense attorney, but what's the other side? I'm so sorry. What's it called? Not defense attorney. What's the other side?
Prosecution?
Thank you. Yes, they're talking in prosecution terms. The fact that they're going in and cleaning up the home tomorrow, they've gotten everything they need. I also think, not that law enforcement released any of these pictures, but they're allowing those, because those, the corner club, the on the way to the grub truck, all that stuff, all those people have already talked to law enforcement.
Yeah.
They're releasing certain things to let the perpetrator know that we've got enough. So be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
sorry to take up so much
It's
time.
okay. No, it's okay. I think that I don't think they know a lot. I think the police force is pretty narcissistic, honestly, and
Yep.
they don't want like they don't want help. It's all about their egos. They're going to do this on their own. But I think a lot of what they're doing is a cover up for not, for their money coming in, tourist attraction, University of Idaho. They don't
Yep.
want this killing it. So they're trying to act like they got this all under control and they're wonderful. And I'm just not buying what they're trying to sell. I really don't.
I mean, without naming names, do you think this is an outlier or a serial killer or somebody that knew them? Because I don't think it's somebody that knew them. I just really don't.
I don't know anymore. One thing I have always said, though, is the other two roommates either knew what was going to happen and they were friends with the killer, or the person that killed him had no idea they were even downstairs. So I'll tell you who I don't think it is. I don't think it's JS. I don't think it's JD. I don't think it is Hoodie Guy. And I definitely don't think, and I know I just said this, but I definitely do not believe it's JD. And I know 50% of the people following this case do think it's him. I do not. I don't think it's anyone I'm with you, Mickey. I don't think it's anyone they've named so far. Could it be someone they know? It could be. Could it be some random drunk at a bar that got thrown out? It could be, but that's a little excessive. And they've been going to this bar for 4 years. Now, I'm not ruling out the theory, but they've been going to this bar for 4 years, maybe longer. This guy just decided to kill 4 people that one night. Like it's not like they're freshmen and they're brand new. And maybe they've only been to this bar once or twice. They've been to this bar for 4 years worth. So to think that some random guy decided to murder 4 people that same day just seems far-fetched to me, but it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's definitely possible. But it just seems odd to me.
Do you follow Johnny Law?
No.
Okay. So I don't even know his credentials, but I feel like he's Ellie and he does crime reconstruction. Yeah. Right.
Yes.
So
he's the one that did the house. Yes, I saw it. He's very good, actually.
He's very good. And he pointed out, which is really crazy, because when he pointed out the house, Xana and Ethan's bedroom was right above the surviving roommates.
Yes.
And where we saw the blood drops on the side of the house was right below the surviving roommates. There was a pipe right above that. But it's crazy how a floor above that, like, how it didn't come down to the second floor and drop down. So did it go through the pipes? Like, I feel like we're all reaching, and it's just something that we can't put our hands on. I mean, the fact that they're cleaning up that house tomorrow speaks volumes. I think they know, but again, I think they're not going to tell us anything because they want to convict.
Yes. They also want to be... See, the thing is, though, they want to be the heroes. But the thing is, though, social media in this case is worldwide. They have sleuths, right, wrong, or indifferent. So letting sleuths continue on a path that could be way wrong is not good either. So that's why they need to open their mouth and give a little more, like, no, Jack D is definitely not the killer. That would shut up half of the community. Half the community needs to, definitively knock JD off the list. And if LE knows that JD is not guilty in any capacity, they need to bring that forward, and they don't, and that's aggravating because they're
And
social media run when they shouldn't.
right, and you are a YouTuber. How frustrating is it that everybody is just milking this
Yep.
every single day?
Yep.
They're
Hours.
yeah, and you don't do that.
No.
And I am a very minimal person wanting to start a YouTube channel, not about YouTube or not about true crime, just about something different. And I'm sitting here really assessing like who is in this to state the facts. And YouTube is a scary place.
Mm-hmm.
And I have unsubscribed from so many creators. I'm so sick of like, not gonna name his name, but like people that just have no problem getting up in the forefront on their platform. They're assholes and all this stuff. And all the YouTubers like fighting with each other. It's greed. And you're not doing that. So
No.
just thank you.
But
for
they
that,
have
because
thousands in their lives, and I have 200. Make that make sense.
well, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, really look at it because you're doing it and I can't see the chat, and frankly, I won't look at it because I've been just like
I know. Chat's
demeaned in the chats and
no.
other channels. No, in other channels, not
Oh.
yours, but like other channels. I can't see it right now because I'm talking to you, but that's a problem.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, and it's become about greed, and they're all wanting to get the first amount of information first, and it's disgusting.
Yep. Or they're making it up.
Yeah, they're doing the tagline on their YouTube upcoming so that everybody tunes in. Yes. So that's why I wanted to share that with you because it came up last night and I didn't think that you would immediately run with it and post it or have a YouTube live on it. I just wanted to share it with you because I know that you are just looking to get the facts. So
No, I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. Right, Coffee? Coffee and Conversation said, who's been with me a long time, said, who would have imagined 3 years ago we would come to Laura's chat for kindness? Right? Crazy. Things change.
Right. I will let you go because I'm sure many other people want to call, but I did email you and I want to say this. With regards to the Adderall and all that stuff situation, I emailed you and sent you my mobile number.
Okay.
I've experienced a lot of the stuff that you're talking about, so if you ever want to talk about it, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right. Thank you for coming up and thank you for sharing that.
Thank you to your chat for indulging me. I know I'm annoying and I've been on too long.
Oh,
So thank
stop.
you.
Not at all. All right.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye. See, I don't bite, guys. People can come up. Rather be, see, that's what I say too, Dizzy. I do say that, but it is frustrating I've been around a long time. I got 20,000, 21,000 subs. And the last 2 months, I can't get more than 300. Rap stars are getting 5,000. It just doesn't make sense to me. Hey, Debbie. How Sierra community can work together. Oh, absolutely. I need to have a YouTube channel. Let me tell you something. I got honest with you, Mickey. I probably shouldn't even say this live, but I don't really care. You're going to see a couple things on my channel changing over the next, I guess, month. So I signed up for some classes on Photoshop and YouTube and making your channel better. And I actually learned a lot of stuff yesterday. Like that's why I wasn't live. I learned a lot of stuff that I thought I knew. I'm like, wow, I guess I didn't know as much as I thought I did. So I think you're gonna start seeing some changes over the next, like, I guess it'll take me like a month. And then I'll post my certificates. But yeah, because my channel is not doing so hot. So I wanted to, okay, let's step it up. So I literally signed up for certificate classes, and this one it's really good. I still don't understand Photoshop, but I really learned a lot. So stuff that I'm going to use in the future, colors, everything. So, and yes, I will have to be on camera all the time because people like looking you in the eye. So yeah, that was another thing that they told us, but it's actually really good. So don't think your super chats go any, aren't used well because they're being used for classes. I understand what he's saying. I've been listening to you and many other several years. I hardly ever speak. I undoubtedly enjoy. Thank you, Dizzy. Because so many little bitches out there clickbaiting. Oh, Jerry, it's unreal. Unreal. And like, Jerry, I'll say this here. You're here. Jerry's a big Molly follower. She loves Molly, and that's okay. Hold on, what?
You see my other package I came in the other day? I'm cleaning
No.
my room and stuff, but I don't know where it is.
No.
Oh my bad.
And this whole meet and greet that went down, and that people were there, and people tried to break it up. That shit is fucking ludicrous to me. It's absolutely insane. I don't like Betty, but you don't see me running to her meet and greet. You don't see me talking about her nonstop. Like, just stop. I almost am embarrassed for these people. Like, I used to like Aileen. I am now 100% embarrassed for her and anyone that's promoting her. Like, the whole term tragedy pimp is so fucking overdone already. But if you don't like someone, ignore them. Don't run to their meet and greet. It's ludicrous to me. I can't, like, it's not even like Molly's messing with anyone. She's not fucking with anyone. Just leave them alone. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, I forgot. I owed Winter Blue a song, and I owe you a song because I didn't play it. So here we go. Love that song. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. I wasn't signed. Oh, you couldn't hear that? You had to have heard that. Did you hear the song? Or you can tell me you didn't hear the song. Oh my God. Oh, that's right. I muted. All right, hold on. I'm a fucking idiot. Hold on. I'm a dumbass. Hold on. All right. Now can you hear it?
Wait, I just got a super chat. Hold on, wait. Somebody just hit me with a super chat. Who was that? You didn't have to do that. Use a big dog supporter and you prove that. There's plenty other ways to help subscribe, view, chat, but use a boss and I conclude that. Super chat. Who was that? You didn't have to do that. Use a big dog supporter and you prove that. There's plenty other ways to help subscribe, view, chat, but you a boss and I conclude that. Thank you for the money, it goes a long way. It helps me run the channel, so you get all my thanks. Just bought me lunch to get me through the day. I appreciate the love and I hope I can repay you for the super chat. Who is that? You didn't have to do that. You a big dog supporter and you prove that. There's plenty other ways to help subscribe, view, chat, but you a boss and I conclude that.
There you go. Thank you, Winter Blue. Thank you, Debbie. And I think there was one more. K-Rox, maybe? I know there was one earlier, so I apologize. So a lot of people asked me who sung it. Now I had to show it. So now everyone's going to play it. But yeah, that's my super chat song, people. But I love that song. Whoever wrote that, kudos. Awesome, awesome song. What was I saying? I forgot what else I was saying. I totally forgot what I was in the middle of saying. I don't remember. About Molly. And I don't know. I just don't understand why people have to do these things. Like, it's okay if you want to talk about somebody once or twice, but come on, like, enough is enough. Molly's not bothering anybody. And I'm sorry, but I just think it's wrong. Thank you, Dizzy. I just got home of the cleaning. Yes, that's what I heard, Ashley. That they're cleaning it out tomorrow, which means I guess they have all the evidence. Oh, you never saw Making a Murderer, Kaz? Ooh, you don't know what you're missing. No, Atticor, I mean that about everybody. I'm saying whether it's Molly, Betty, Olivia, Mallory, it doesn't matter. I'm saying anybody. Let them do their thing. And if I don't want to go visit them, then I won't go visit them. But there are people that do want to see them. So just let them do their thing and leave them alone. I think it's so wrong what they're doing. Happy birthday, Brian. I agree, Ashley. But if they're cleaning it out, I mean, I don't know who's going to live there. I mean, I wouldn't live there. Hell no. But I'm weird like that. I got paint all over my hands. What is the me? Oh, Mallory, Betty, Bullhorn, Molly, Olivia, and I don't know. I think that was it. We're supposed to do a meet and greet at a restaurant in Florida. And a bunch of Molly and Betty stalkers went there. And I don't know, trolls called in, said they had brass knuckles in their hair, something like that. So it was canceled. And then they called Molly and said, you're not going to do it here. We have a fun restaurant. And so it was canceled, which is kind of fucked up. And everyone was talking about Molly's kid and how could you not spend Christmas with your kid? But then you find out that Jake was on the plane with her. So she did spend Christmas with her kid. Yeah, Aileen was there as well as Aileen was there as well as the white boy lockdown and his wife. And I just don't know why people were there. Betty had lunch and got an interview. Oh, that's right. She's in Idaho. I forgot. Her and Olivia went to Idaho. Did she post it, Eddie? It was vile, Jerry. And then you find out that it was against House of Williams.
Mom, do we have garbage bags?
What?
Do we have garbage bags?
Yeah, they're in the kitchen.
I need another one.
There better not be forks in that bag.
There is.
That's what I'm saying. Let people be and just do what they want to do. And to find out that Aileen was arrested on the 22nd? Come on. That's ridiculous. I feel your funk 100% lately because soon to have 20-year-olds. Exactly. I'm going to be 18. She went to the home in Coeur d'Alene. Did they really? They didn't know how to go to ladies' room? It is not. It's just disgusting. If I don't like someone, I certainly don't want to go meet them. I have a zero desire to go meet fucking Betty. I don't like her. It's not a secret. She don't like me either. I was going to send her a voodoo candle just for laughs. But then I'm like, why would I spend money on shipping? I don't like her. White boy was talking crap about Mallory and his wife, says MGL. MGL doesn't owe her shit. I was good friends with MGL when all that went down. She doesn't owe her anything. They were there to prevent Mallory from going to the restroom. Why? See, I don't believe that. I just think because Molly ignored them and they wanted the attention from Molly when they didn't get it, then they changed direction. Yeah, I decided it wasn't worth the, $10 shipping. Fuck her. But I really I don't want to go where she's at. I don't like her. I don't wish her bad. I hope her channel, keeps growing and is extremely successful because that's who I am. They don't think Mallory should be allowed to use the ladies' room. Does she use the ladies' room though? Yeah, I don't either, Jerry. But that's the thing. It's none of their business what Mallory does. Mallory's Mallory. It's just not their concern. Yeah, they all live in Florida, Crystal. She is female. Technically, no. I mean, she is, but she's not. Oh, Winter Blue, I can't stand him. He's a narcissistic drunk. And I'm going to do a live about narcissism, psychopaths, and sociopaths. I'm going to do a live on it. I think my dream is to move to Florida in one day. Oh, I hated Florida. Oh, a driver's license female? Does she? Is she? I thought she still has a pee-pee. She's legally entitled. Yeah, if her license says female, then she is. Well, she's trans. Oh, okay. I don't know. I never really pay attention. I just know she's trans. My best friend's, all right, I got to say this right. My best friend's son is trans female. She was born a girl and then changed to, now she's a boy. But I always say it wrong. My best friend's teaching me all the terms. She's a trans male, I think, because she went to becoming a male. Trans man, yeah. I knew I said it wrong at first. I was like, help me, Katie. And that was tough too, because I'm always like, she's always going to be Sarah. Nope, she's Grayson. All right, I'll try to remember. I agree, Jerry. There's so much more not to like. You're going to trigger a lot of haters to make videos about you talking about. No, I don't have anything against Mallory. I'm telling you, there's very few people that I truly dislike. Betty is one of them. And I like Betty less than I like JLR. And I hate JLR. But Betty is worse. And I've never really felt like that about anybody on YouTube. But yeah. I'm not saying anything bad against Mallory. I want to know, she wanted a candle. I want to know how she liked it. The Galera is your daddy? No, the Galera is a narcissistic drunk. I have a thing against drunks. I have a thing against narcissists, but I really have a thing against drunks. Yeah, that's it, James. You got me right. That's it. Fucking idiot. That's like kind of like JLR. The thing with JLR is he doesn't bother anybody. He just does his thing. And you either like him or you don't. And that's it. You know what I mean? He's just one of those. You either like him or you don't. So people flip out at a restroom. Can you imagine if you walk to a woman's restroom? I mean, like, why are you there waiting to see who walks in a restroom? Leave the fucking woman alone. Mallory's not bothering you, so don't bother her. His channel is going. That's because he has no fear, Janice. The man literally has no fear. He will do and say anything to anybody without fail. His clickbait, yeah, all he does is clickbait. So you never answered, though. Did Betty actually do that interview? They have it set up. Betty's another one, though. She has no fear. She'll say anything to anybody about anything. She don't give a shit. She thinks she's Brian Enton. And I mean, not admire her for that, but I respect her for that. I do. I respect her for being that narcissistic. Well, she'll say anything to anybody about anything. I don't have that in me. I think I did when I was younger, but not as an adult. I mean, no fear is a good way to be to a certain extent. Oh, she did do it already? Is it on her channel? Oh, I agree, Debbie. Jerry, I totally agree. Me and Betty were invited to the memorial, had lunch with Kaylee's family, and went to their home. Mike told her not to release it until January 7th. Oh, okay. I agree, Debbie, and she knows nothing. She's a good bullshitter, though. I will say that. She's just a little follower, Jerry. Betty is a bullshitter. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But I don't even understand why they want to get close to the family. Clicks and views. That's why. But I mean, I'm not going to lie. Is there anything the father can say that we haven't heard already? No. I'm not that interested in it. Like, there's nothing. He's already said everything. There's nothing more to really say. She loves to hear herself talk Frenchie. That's a given. Tony, that's what I've said. I've been saying that for a while. Do you think he would tell her? And I agree with that too, Mickey. I didn't believe that, Tammy. I don't believe that at all. And you want to know why I don't believe that? The day Olivia put that out, somebody double checked. I think it was Heels in the Air, double checked, and she was not following Olivia. That was not true. That was a lie by Olivia. Because there was actually Heels in the Air did a video on it and showed Olivia's whole list, and she was not on there. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if she still has it up. Heels in the Air. So that would have been about a month or so. Karen, a Trump supporter. Yeah, this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. Hold on. Pretty sure this is it.
But it doesn't make sense with Kaylee because she's like, oh, the girls tried to frantically call. She was assuming that unless there's some voicemail messages on their phone. So was this person there because of a beef with Jack and telling those girls, you better get Jack on the phone, you better get Jack here? You know, could that be the frantic calls that they were making, or was it not frantic calls at all? We hear that Jack is the ex of one of the girls, or she has dated a Jack. Could this have been that same Jack? Could she have been intoxicated? Could she have been, you know, reaching out just to say, hey,
oh, good God. Oh, my God. Okay. All right.
Hey, right. We don't know. I think the two girls were the target, and Ethan and his girlfriends heard it, and then the kill. When I start hearing people intoxicated, you know, their inhibitions have been lowered and they're
calling the dealer over and over again, desperate to get your drugs. There is no indication of drugs in this. None. Stop it. You are being disrespectful. You are being disrespectful. Oh my gosh. Betty, everybody's not like you. You were a whore calling your drug dealer when you were drunk. These people are different.
about the same thing, right? You blowing up a phone for some D, right?
Oh, for dick or drugs? Is that dick or drugs? Because I'm sure you did both, or probably still do.
Not making light of it. You know, this is personal. I don't know if many of you guys seen Olivia Vitale's Chronicle of Olivia's post on her YouTube page. Kaylee followed her, guys.
Oh my God.
Kaylee followed Olivia on her TikTok. So she, and this is the eerie part of this, is that she followed our true crime and now we're covering her case. That is what is so hard, I think, for me in all of this, is that it's one of our audience members. We're covering one of our audience members. So right there. Deepest condolences.
Did y'all have any clue that they may be unsafe on the campus?
This is where Olivia got her idea.
Very aware that, you know, she was a pretty girl and that, you know, it could attract some problems. So she...
Oh my God.
His home for
No.
the Bullhorn Betty channel. This hits home for Chronicles of Olivia.
Okay.
This hits home for JLR. You know, this,
Personal like it was for Gabby Petito. I remember this whole speech. It hits home because I'm a domestic violence survivor, and JLR knew the family. All of
Well, I never heard her retract that, Sonny. But either way, it had nothing to do with Betty at all. Olivia's channel has over 1 million people. But I don't know. I just thought it was ridiculous. So I was just showing. I agree with you, Jerry. None of them have done anything. I mean, they really haven't. I agree, Coffee. Totally agree. I don't get it. I really, truly don't. So they would clean the house, done deal, case will be solved soon. Maybe. You have the answer? What's the answer? Oh, and a short video call retraction. Janice, yes. She is a female version of JLR. And a less narcissistic version of Betty. JLR and BHB taking trips on. I don't know. Heels in the Air is a spoof channel, and Mallory insisted at least twice she was part of it. No. Yeah, they said they're cleaning out the house. Done deal. That just means there is no more evidence. Yeah, do you know what she's most famous for, Janice? Stalking. She stalked the fuck out of Unmasked, where Unmasked took her to court and won. It was crazy. She would stalk her husband, her kids, her house. And the judge was listening to her like, this bitch is crazy. Because Unmasked wouldn't give her the time of day. And sadly, Unmasked, I think, is gone now because of it. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey.
I just wanted to say something with regards to the glare. I followed him with the Sophie Michael Long. Remember that case?
I sure do.
I've been following him, and recently I am actually friends with somebody from, I'm just going to protect this, from the Adventures with Purpose.
Okay.
A more recent employee who had, let's just say this, somebody that found Kylie.
Okay. So Nick or Doug?
Nick.
Okay.
Went on his channel and he was damning them in the initial stages. And I said, okay, you have a right to your opinion, but I know more than you, whatever. You always state that you're welcome to have haters come on and banter with you and all this stuff. I sent him probably 3 super chats. I just wanted to share this with you because you kind of aligned with me on this. I sent him a super chat and said, listen, I respect your opinion, but I have a little more information that you don't know. And he said to me, after a $20 super chat, you probably, I don't want your super chat. If there was a way that I could take your super chat back, I would.
You
So
should
take it back.
Send it to me through PayPal.
The glare literally said, and I don't even know how many followers he had, said, thank you for the super chat, but I wish, take it back. I don't want your money, because he didn't agree with me.
That sounds like him.
Absolutely does. But
Mhm.
that was my point with you, because many people, after I initially said my thoughts on him, have been commenting on your chat, and he literally went on YouTube today and talked about his anxiety problem. And I'm sure he'll probably come up tomorrow and start doxing me about all this. But you know what? He came on today saying, "Oh, I haven't been on YouTube because I have anxiety and I can't deal with all this shit." But he took a member and a follower, me, and said, "I wish you had never sent me that."
Yeah, but
What
he's
the
usually drunk.
what the F? Oh, you think I mean, I'm not challenging you on that. I didn't think it was alcohol. I thought it was something else, but
No, drink.
he's so effing rude. And the problem is that I follow other channels that think he is brilliant. Iked Mel and all these other
Mel
people.
thinks that Lara is brilliant.
Yes, I've talked to
Really?
Iked Mel personally. Yes, he does, and so does Rabbit. And I'm sitting here going, how the F do you say to your chat that I'm here and I don't want drama and I only deal with the facts, but you said to a member and a follower, you probably shouldn't have sent me that chat. That what I
Asshole. I wouldn't hold on. I gotta interrupt you for 1 second because Mary, we were talking about this before. There is absolutely zero proof that anyone has a clear enough audio to know what Hoodie Guy said. We were just talking about that a little while ago.
yes.
There is
Yeah.
no way to know. The audio is not clear enough. Someone said that's what he said, and everybody's ran with it.
Yeah, somebody on YouTube or Reddit keeps saying that he said y'all should be scared or something like that. Like it.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
proof of that.
I agree.
But I don't know if an arrest coming just because I mean they haven't even announced who owns the car. And yet you guys think there's gonna be an arrest? I don't think so. I just think they've gotten everything out of the house they could possibly get. There's nothing
And
more.
we don't even know what the purpose of the car is.
Exactly. Jen says I never heard Mel say anyone is brilliant. Hey, Mel said I was brilliant. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
no, I've never
well,
heard anybody say the Glare is brilliant.
To your chat, and whoever just said that, he didn't say he was brilliant, but I have talked to Mel personally, one-on-one on phone calls. I really do like Mel. I do. But the fact that he likes The Glare and SF Investigates, like I don't know what to do with that. So it's a little confusing.
The Glare is a narcissistic fucking drunk. He can't even go live unless he's wasted. And I
have you ever talked to him?
Yes,
Pete?
I have.
What was that like? Because there's a part of me, because it's probably like 20-year-old in me that like would chase the bad boys kind of bullshit. I just don't understand why I keep watching his shit, because he literally demeaned me in front of thousands of his chat I don't get it. I don't understand why people follow him.
Wait, I don't get it either, and I never did. Diane, Teresa's back or Unmasked is back? Because there were two different people. There was Teresa, and then there was one, the real pretty one. Not that Teresa's not pretty, but the real pretty one, Teresa, and she was stalking the other one, not Teresa. Because I know Teresa started another channel. She's in school. I have tons of respect for her. She's really smart too. But I don't know which is which. Everybody having their bad days. Don't take it to heart. What do you mean? Oh, I would take that with a grain of salt. Mel's a nice guy. I won't say it. Yeah, that's true, Jen. Mel really doesn't say anything. Her interview style was so good. Who? Unmasked? Teresa's Jerry. I wasn't on panel at the time. I was listening to Zab Girl, and Teresa was on there, and she was saying how she had to get up for a test or whatever. She's like really smart. She's doing a doctorate or something, and she's trying to get into school like that only accepts like 100 people, and she's trying desperately to get in. Yeah, she's going for a doctorate though, and she wants to do like criminal. Vanessa, thank you, Erica. She wants to do like criminal DNA or something, like super smart stuff.
Hey, P.
What?
I have a question. Why did you start your channel?
Me?
Yeah, just out of curiosity. Like, what brought you to YouTube?
All right, when I came on criminality, thank you, Tony. I couldn't remember her channel name. Teresa's channel. I started my channel before lives were ever even a thing. And
Okay.
Making a Murderer came out. It was 2016.
Making a Murderer?
Yes. And
Yes.
there was nobody really leading the community. There was one girl who I agreed with at first, this girl, Casey. She was the only one doing videos. And I was like, everyone's like, Laura, you have so much say. Start making videos. So I started making videos.
Is
And
that
then
your name? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Is that
Laura.
your name?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
And everyone's like, you need to start making videos. And I started making videos. And then a couple of other people started making videos. One of them, this guy, Eric Cozy, who's now deceased, was the only male making videos. So it was me, him, and then Casey was there, but she dropped off. So it was basically me, Eric Cozy, and like a few smaller creators. And I mean, we were the drama, the fighting, but we had hundreds of thousands of people. Casey Martinez, thank you, Jerry. Hundreds of thousands of people in Facebook groups. And then, and that's when videos were good. Do 10, 15-minute videos, get 100,000 views, 50,000 views. Not like that anymore. Then live shows. No, I'm sorry. I started dating someone and I dropped out. You know, it was stagnant. What's her name? Kathleen Zellner got on the scene, and she was basically, I didn't like her.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, no, not at all. I didn't buy her bullshit. I was one of the few that didn't, and I kept making videos saying she's not saying anything new. We had fucking Bobby and Michael pegged it as the killers before she even came on scene. So we weren't impressed at all. Then Eric Cozy died. I started dating someone and stopped making videos. And then I took off until late 2018, I think. And I mean, I would make a video here and there, but late 2018, I think it was, that YouTube started doing live videos. And that's when I came back, when I started doing live videos. And then I've been like back and forth. Then I got consistent in probably 2019. And then
what do you think about the Making a Murderer? Like,
I think they're innocent. Nothing will ever change my mind.
You think the boys are
100%.
I agree. Oh my gosh. I think you're the first person that actually agrees with me.
Oh, they're absolutely innocent. Believe me, I know that case. I could try that case. That's how well I know the case. And I know all the players involved. There's certain things I do not know, but there's certain things I do know. And I do know that those boys are innocent. And it's how
Especially the younger one. Like he was so manipulated in that interrogation.
Yep. And the one question that I have that will never, ever, I have yet to get an answer from in all these years. If they're guilty, then why did Ken Kratz try? And how did it even happen in our judicial system that two people were tried for the same murder under completely different circumstances? One's trial, Brandon's trial, she was killed in his room. Stephen's trial, she was killed in the garage. You can't have one person killed two different places. And they were both convicted under the premise that one says Brandon's trial, he did it in the garage. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, he did it in a room, no proof, no DNA. She was never in Stephen's room, but he was convicted. Stephen's
Who do you think did it? Because
Bobby
I'm
and Mike O. I've said that from the beginning.
who?
Bobby and Mike O.
I agree.
Mike O was his best friend.
Yep.
And Scott Tadich, his whatchamacallit, his trailer miraculously blew up and was not even on the map right after Bobby testified. And then him and what's her name Barbara bought a house. Where'd you get money for a house all of a sudden? You live in a fucking trailer. How'd you get $150,000 for a house? Okay,
Right.
well, that's how. Oh, I could go on and on.
Where do you live?
Alabama.
I feel like you would be like my friend. Where are you?
I'm in Alabama, but I'm from New York.
Oh, okay. Because I hear New York.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida, but you have a little bit of New York and a little bit of Southern.
That's it.
There you go.
I've lived in
All right.
Florida. I've lived in Alabama. I've lived in Iowa. I've lived all over.
All right. I'm going to jump off again, but hey, like I told you, read my email if you need some insight on that. Okay. Bye.
Will do. Thank you, Winner. Bye. All right, guys, I am going to shut down now. I got to get back to this bathroom that I was finishing painting. And by the way, painting helps you feel better. That's the other thing. If you ever want to feel better, paint. It makes you feel better. I don't know why. It's relaxing, smoothing. It just makes you feel better. I even went, for all of you guys that don't know, I stalked Ken Kratz. No joke. I literally followed him. I tried everything to get an interview with him. He knew who I was, would not talk to me. I tracked him down at a radio show. Therapeutic. Thank you, Mama Bear. I couldn't think of the word I was looking for. I tracked him down at a radio show. I was the only person that was able to get through to him. I asked him a question. He gave me this stupid answer and would not let anybody else call in. And that was the closest I got to him. I was jumping up and down that I finally got to talk to him. I cornered him and I scared him. And that was it. Some painting. I'm telling you, Monica, I will. No, you live in a cold area. I'm not going anywhere cold. We're finally at 60 again. It's 60 right now. Thank you, Mama Bear. If I did, I followed that man. I was like, Ken, just talk to me. I made video after video about him. Just interview with me. I'm not going to bite. He wouldn't do it. I wish it was arts and crafts. I get on these kicks about doing the bathroom. I did scare the daylights out of him. It's only 50. I'll fly you here. All right. You remember that, Janelle? It was pretty funny. I was live. I said, guys, I got through. There's another guy that's covering making a murderer. I forgot his name. The New Scott, I think his name is. He covers making a murderer, but it kind of broke apart since Irakosi passed away. He was kind of holding it together. And once he passed away, it kind of fell apart. I mean, the New Scott has like 20,000 subs, and his videos making a murder barely get like 300. Like, I don't think anyone's interested because everyone knows that Kathleen Zellner's talking out her ass. I would love to do it again. I mean, that's a case I know like the back of my hand. I don't think I'll ever know a case as much as I knew that. I mean, we talked about it nonstop. I was doing web design then, and I was like trying to work, and it was just nonstop making a murder. It was crazy. I was on hold for a while. How long was that? Like an hour. And then finally he got on. I'm like, I'm finally on. I wonder where he is today. Me neither, Dizzy. No, it was cold here for a while. Now it's finally warming up. All right, but I'm going to get back to this. I think I'll be all right, though. I think my mood has changed. Again, I have to thank Ryan for some of that. And again, it's stuff I knew already. It's all stuff that I had in my mind. But he just changed it. It's just something I needed to hear again. The Wrecking Crew, that was their name. What don't you like about Kathleen? Didn't she No, she talks out of her ass. She said from day one that she knows who the killer is and blah, blah, blah. She didn't know shit. Every single motion she's ever written was weak as fuck. There was a point I'm like, is she even writing these or is her people writing these? Because these suck. Every single motion that she has written, I've been able to poke holes in it. And I'm no expert. So the experts can really poke holes in it. And I don't think she ever has any intention of getting them out. I think it was not that she wasn't on the map before, but I do think it was publicity. I really do. Because he should be out already. Brendan should be out already. And they're not. And that's sad. And I'm not saying that Wisconsin's not corrupt. It's very corrupt. And it's ridiculous what's going on. Hey, Kurt. But they still should be out. Didn't she represent the boys' band? No, she represented Steven. But she picked it up in 2016. She picked it up after Making a Murderer came out. And, had so many hundreds of thousands of people talking about it. Then she decided to pick it up. But all of her exoneration cases, people exonerated because of DNA. She was never able to do that with them. Even we were able to prove that the blood was planted, and she could never prove it. And like I said, her motions were total weak. If I could poke holes in it, they certainly can. She did a lot of word salad. Her motions were a lot of word salad. I loved your videos that were like, and I can prove it. Hell yeah. Janelle, neither one of them should be in jail. It is, Kurt. I'm telling you. It's hard for it to be a pimp. Kurt, did you ever hear my pimp story in Vegas? That I wanted to be a pimp and an actual pimp told me not to do it because you're female? He told me females will get... His sister was a pimp and got killed. He's like, females don't make it as pimps. It's too rough. But after seeing him pop out of a, I don't know what year it was, but a yellow Lamborghini, I was like, shit, I want that. And Bounce told me he's a pimp. I said, I want to be a pimp. No, his sister was a real pimp in New York City. She got murdered. Yeah, I was working at a bar. It's when I was dancing and in Vegas. And this guy pulls up with this yellow Lamborghini, pulls up right in front. I'm like, and I was going into work and I said to one of the bouncers, I was like, damn, what the fuck does he do with that car? He's like, oh, his girls bought him that car. I said, his girls? He's like, yeah, he's a pimp. I said, get the fuck out of here. He's like, he is. I said, I want to be a pimp. So he's like, I'll send him in to talk to you. So I was, after I got undressed, after I got ready for stage, I was hanging out talking to one of the bartenders or one of the girls, and he comes over. He's like, I heard you want to talk to me. And I said, I do. I said, I want to know how you got all these girls to pay for that car. He's like, I treat them right. I said, I want to be a pimp. And then we had the conversation that I just told you. And I said, what kind of girls do you look for? He's like, not ones like you. I said, no, really, what kind of girls do you look for? He goes, you know, rough homes, roughed up, looking for a friend, looking for a dad. He's like, they're all over the place, especially here. So, and he told me a story about his sister, and it was really sad. And I said, you never thought about getting out after that? He's like, I wanted revenge. But yeah, she was a pimp. But this car was beautiful. It had to be like 1992, 93, 94. No, it was probably later. 95, somewhere around there. No, there could be female pimps. But yeah. Pimping, baby, pimping. So Kurt, since you're coming in late, before I shut down, Ryan's video tonight, you can let him know. Like, Ryan's video tonight really hit home with me, and it got me out of a bad funk that I've been in. And it's all stuff that I knew already, but that video came out at the right time, at the right moment, and it was something I needed to hear. And I wanted to, that's why I made the video about him. I mean, we've talked about tons of other stuff too, but it really hit home tonight. And I cannot thank him enough for the video. And you can let him know that. And I said, you know, it's funny that you know, as a creator or you talk to somebody, you see someone on the street, you smile at them, you could change their whole day. Like, Ryan's video wasn't targeted to me, but I needed it. It just hit me. Remember the wedding picture you showed us? One? Yes, 1995. It really was a great message. And like I said, it was just came out at the right moment. I was married in 95, and I was married in 2013. But the one you're talking about, Monica, is 1995. I will see you guys tomorrow. I have to finish the bathroom. And by the way, bathrooms are the easiest to re-clean to redo because it's cheapest. Because you don't really have to buy much stuff for it. You don't change furniture. You just paint the walls and buy some little doodads. Absolutely dizzy. But seriously, every time someone tries to get me down, I'm going to think about Ryan's video. I really am. But now it's back to the bathroom and horror movies. Horror movies really help when you're painting. Promise. So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow. And that's it. Peace out. Again, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. And I know it's late here. But absolutely, Mickey. See, that's the thing, Mickey. I always had the winner attitude and the winner beliefs. But even winners can get into a funk. You know what I mean? And like when I heard the beginning of his video, he's like, are you a winner or a loser? I'm like, well, I already know this answer. But even famous people get into funks. Even, you know, everyday people get into funks. Everybody can get into a funk. Like, I wasn't suicidal or anything. It just, you know, one of those life changes. And I'm going to be 52 in next week. And that's scary too. I'm too old. But 52 is the new 32, I hear. So we're all good. And a lot of people came to me. A lot of people were telling me that they felt my depression. Like one of my Patreons who's not around often, she said to me, "Are you okay? Like you seem down." But I do feel better. So I do, Mickey. It's bad. But all right, let me go finish this bathroom. I'm going to be more mad tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. And that's it. Peace out. And thank you guys for super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps. And New Year's, I'm a loser. I'm probably not doing anything. So I will be live because I have no life. No, seriously, because I really don't like going out on New Year's because too many drunks. And I wait for my kids. But yeah, I'll be live on New Year's. We could bring in the New Year's another day, another year, like we do every year. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Peace. Oh, hit that thumbs up on the way out.